name is Lynne Halem. I'm the director of the Center for Mediation and Dispute Resolution. We are located in Wellesley, Massachusetts. We often refer to ourselves as CMDR to make it easier and shorter for you. I have been mediating for over 40 years, most of the time at this location. CMDR specializes in mediation services in which people have relationships. So, for example, we do primarily 3 kinds of mediation. One is business mediation, and those are mediations involving small businesses. Like, we don't do major Fortune 500 corporations. We might do family-owned businesses or business partnerships or closely held corporations. We also do family mediations, particularly in areas that involve parents and children or children and children. For example, let's say somebody died in the family and the children are trying to figure out the terms of what to do with the estate because it isn't specified specifically in the will. So it would be areas that involve trusts and estates as well as interpersonal relationships. We also do, and I think I specialize more in this area than any other area, the area that involves couples either getting married and want a prenuptial agreement, couples who have custody issues, couples who are not getting married and are living together, couples who are divorcing. And all the areas with divorce has a lot of different components to it. So divorce is a very complicated area in the sense that it has a lot of subdivisions. I don't mean that it's particularly harder. I just mean that there are areas to cover because the agreement in Massachusetts has to go before the court. And if it has to go before the court, you have to make sure that your agreement will be approved by the judge. So that area also includes postnuptial agreements, people who want to stay married, but they also are nervous about terms if they should divorce. So it's a very broad area and has a lot of different components to it in a lot of different areas. So in Massachusetts, there is no such thing as a legal separation. So a separation agreement, like what are we going to do when we live apart, is going to be very different than a divorce agreement because it's not going to go before the judge because it can't. It's just not approved. There's just no provision for that in the law. So that's why there would be a big distinction between couples coming in and saying, we just want to, and I don't mean just, but they want to separate and stay separated. Now, there are couples who come in and they say they want to separate, but they want a divorce. And they want to know what they should do when they live apart prior to the divorce. So in effect, they're starting with the stage of separation, but they know that they're moving to the stage of divorce. So I'm not sure I answered your question correctly, but there is a big legal distinction between we want to live apart and never get divorced, or at least we don't think we do, or we want to separate because we're getting a divorce,